God, I don't even know how long I posted on this channel. It's been like decades, I ain't gonna lie. And here we are. We back where it all started. When was this? Let's take a trip down memory lane. Let's really analyze what the hell going on. So this happened back in December, going into the new year. You know, I was already out of the job and all that. Got fired from my last job, still trying to look for a new one while focusing on my career and being a businessman in my clothing brand. I was home a lot. My pops didn't like that I was home a lot, so that ended up being an altercation. I bought a monitor and other stuff for my career, to help expand my horizon with my clothing brand, and he wasn't seeing eye to eye to that. And he thought I was just sitting around doing nothing. Well, I'm trying to get a job, but the job market's cooked. So I'm trying to do a different alternative, getting these TikToks off of my brand, and just getting the whole stream set up for my brand. And he like I was home a lot. He like that my career was, I guess, not making no money, even though it hasn't even started up yet. I just needed to get the essentials ready. So with that being said, one night I came home with the monitor on my desk, getting everything ready. Comes upstairs angry, starts banging on my door. I open it. You got yelling, screaming, irate. He sees the monitor there and saying, "Oh, wow, you get this monitor. You're not paying no bills in here. You're not doing nothing." Telling him this is my brand. I'm just looking on legacy. I don't care about all that. This brand, you know, money. I'm like, what? In my head, I'm like, what? What do you mean my brand not making no money? It hasn't even started up yet. My career hasn't even started up yet. I'm just getting it up and running. So he's already yelling, screaming, all that. So he's like, "Oh, you can get your stuff up and get out." Boom. I'm gonna be step. My heart was racing. It was beating to my chest. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to process everything, because this hasn't happened to me before. Now, there was previous altercations in the past where I could have got kicked out a long time ago, but I ended up staying. And I guess this was his breaking point. He didn't like me just staying around doing nothing. So he's like, you know what, you get your stuff up and get out. In my time, I get out. So now as my heart is beating down to my chest, I'm trying to scramble my heart. My brain's in shambles. Trying to figure out what's my next move now. I go to my mom's room. I'm telling her what happened. She's telling me to sit down. I explain what's going on. I said that Dad picked me up. Right. So, mind you, she had her door locked, so I don't even know how she didn't hear all that yelling and screaming. Anybody from down the block could hear all that yelling and screaming. So I don't know how that's possible, but breaking it down to her, I know that how I was going for my career and all of that. So he was like, "Get your stuff up and get out." So that being said, now he's saying, "Oh, I was telling you about the Job Corps." I'm like, "I'm not trying to do that. That was never how I was going. It's either go to Job Corps or get out." Because any other thing that was besides that plan, he would have got away. So my beating in my chest, my mom's already she knows how to process everything. So I'm going in the room. I'm packing everything up. As I'm packing everything up now, I'm getting a scolding from her about, all the past stuff about, me not listening and all that. Just basically just making the situation worse. Alright, so everything's all happening. I'm leaving by the morning. The man's telling me I told my man the whole situation before I went to sleep. Using all the good crawl and all that. Yada yada. Fast forward. Next day, Thursday. Thursday happens. I go to school now. So now I'm telling my guidance counselor about the whole situation, how urgent, all that's going on, right? So fast forward, there was two situations. I had to finish school, and me moving into the shelter was not going to work. Hectic and get robbed, all that. So that's one of the options. The second option was the dorm grant, and with the dorm grant situation, I had to get money from my financial aid, tap all of that, and I had the money right now, so that was a work in progress. And third option was to move in with my mans for the time being. So the school ended up calling his mom, got that situated, so I ended up, moving in. The principal was the W's principal. She ended up buying an Uber for me to go all the way to Long Island, because that's where he lived at. So that's happening. So I'm chilling there. This is happening all December to January. So January come, this is all happening. So I'm just there for like not even 4 weeks, not even a full month, and then I get the grant accepted. So while I'm over there figuring out my next moves, I'm making these videos, clothing brand, everything, while I'm just basically homeless. I was basically couch surfing for a month and a half, and then I ended up applying for the grant, and I got accepted. So got accepted to the grant with the grant situation at Queens College. I ended up going over there, and I didn't know what to expect because I'm on my own. You know what I'm saying? I have nobody, homeless, and I'm going to this grant. No, I'm going to this college now. Right about the college, I felt like I was in a movie now. My whole life is a movie. I'm in a movie scene, kicked out, moving into college, roommate, adjusting to the whole situation. All this is happening while I'm homeless. So, homeless, I don't really have any money, parents don't mess with me, and top it all up, I have no job. So I'm basically just going to school with really anything in my stomach because I didn't have the money to constantly buy food every day. So that's what's going on. That was my own growing pains. The other growing pain is find a job because the job I could was cook, and I was also doing school at the same time. So fast forward, I'm adjusting to the whole roommate situation, meeting new people, looking for jobs on campus. I had to be a part of our work study program so I could get in. It was a lot of nonsense, BS. So as that's going on, I'm also doing school, right? So hungry, going to school every day, worrying about what my next move will be. Coming home, trying to do the gym as well. So I lost a lot of definition, a lot of muscle, and everything. It was just a lot to manage at one time. And this was happening from January to now. So crazy thing about the domain is that it was only for one semester. If I wanted to extend it, I would have to pay more money out of pocket. Right, so next step was going to be either to move with my aunt or come back here. And my aunt's situation was really hectic, so I couldn't even do that, which is why here I am. So, it went from homeless to basically back where it all began. Now, the whole school situation, ended up failing the algebra class, so it was frying me now because now I'm going to push back again because I needed to pass the algebra to be able to take the trig and the pre-calc because that's what the class I would take for the summer, and then I'm done graduating in the summer. I failed the algebra, so now I have to get in the summer and the trig as well. Summertime comes along, I'm back here. All this is happening. And now I'm still job searching. Because I didn't think I was going to be here again. I did not think I was going to be here again. But, I guess God was telling me to come back here and just figure it out. So, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. All happened within the span of 5-6 months. And it's crazy because I didn't think my life was going to be like this until it actually happened. And it's just life for you guys, bro. It's just you gotta treat life like the way it is, man. Can't let nobody stop you from doing what you gotta do, right? Because at the end of the day, bro, you only got one life. So do the best you gotta do, man. I know I'm hard-headed. I know that's what my parents say. I'm hard-headed, but it's because I don't want to live this life they living right now. It's shitty. It's horrible. I want to be my own man, get up on my own feet, do whatever I can. Because my logo is winning. So every time I feel like I'm losing, it's like I'm disrespecting my brand. And all these resets, I feel like I'm just going back in circles, going backwards. And I hate that. So this year is all about getting it all back, figuring it out, and just being better than my past self. Because you could say one thing and say another thing, but if you're not acting on it, then you just talking the talk without really walking the walk. So that's basic update right now. Currently still job searching. Two classes left now till I graduate, and we just looking for bigger, better things, man. Grown man, 20 years old, just figuring it out, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.